Right, let's catch up on all the business news. Here's Adam.
Carol, Tim, thanks very much indeed. No Richard III here. But the UK's biggest energy supplier, Centrica, confirming this morning it will not invest in the next generation of nuclear power plants in the UK. Centrica owns a 20% stake in the 8 already existing nuclear stations here, had an option to invest in new reactors. But today, Centrica saying spiralling costs and lengthening timeframes have put it off from making further investment. Centrica, of course, owns British Gas. Its decision means there's now currently no major UK firm going ahead with expanding the nuclear industry here in Britain. Dr. Craig Lowry, energy analyst at the Utilities Exchange, is in Ipswich for us. Dr. Lowry, morning to you. Well, first of all, let's start with Centrica. How surprised were you at their decision?
I can't say I'm completely surprised. There have been reports for almost a year now that Centrica was looking to reconsider whether to invest in these new nuclear power stations. So from that standpoint, it certainly is not a complete surprise.
And is it simply because it's basically too expensive, too much hassle, or is there something deeper here?
Well, certainly the issue of cost overruns and the timeframes are very considerable. There's reports that the UK may now not be expecting its first new nuclear power station until 2022, around 5 years behind schedule. But there were concerns voiced previously that Centrica was looking to move away from its core business model into nuclear, which is something that it doesn't have a lot of direct experience in. So from that standpoint, there are other factors to consider beyond the cost overruns and also the timeframes.
Nothing is more fundamental to our infrastructure than power, but the nuclear industry in this country will now be dominated by foreign companies. A lot of people will be uneasy by that.
I don't really see that as an issue. We obviously have EDF, who's had a very large role in the UK energy sector for some time now. The Horizon nuclear power venture, which was being put together by E.ON and RWE, two German companies, has been sold to a Japanese consortium. It's really about having the right companies in place with the best experience and the commercial ability to bring those projects to fruition.
And how assuaged do you think people's nerves are now about nuclear power? It still has that echoes of Fukushima and other disasters.
I certainly do think that nuclear is a power source that does have an issue in terms of its general image and its perception by the public, but historically it is a fuel that has been very safe, it's very reliable, and from that standpoint I do see it being a very important part of the UK's energy mix in the years to come.
Okay, Craig Lowry, thanks very much indeed. Okay, let's have a look at the markets. FTSE 100's not having a very clever day today. 40 points off there. Falls you can see in Britain, France, Germany, Spain really tanking down 1.5%. Quick look at some shares. Banking stocks tumbling. Centrica up, but only by a smidgen on that announcement. And Vodafone, one of our biggest companies, down nearly 2%. Okay, that's all from me. Tim Cameron.
Thank you, Adam, very much.